Hey Peggy, hey Tamara, hey DP, hey everybody else that is on my subscription list. I'm not that smart to remember them all. But yesterday, remember, I had no kratom and I was feeling like SHITE. Yes, that spells shite, and shite's not a bad word for some reason. I could say Scheiße. That's not a bad word either unless you're in Germany. So yes, today you see my kratom cup and a full 2 liter bottle of root beer because I love root beer. I'm a root beer connoisseur, and this crappy store brand root beer is terrible. It's not even worth drinking. So sit right back and enjoy a tale of a faithful trip. Started in this crappy condo aboard a tiny ship. So, my life continued. I literally took one sip of kratom, and immediately my mood changed. The cloud lifted off my brain. I don't know how it does it or what it does, but the cloud lifted off my brain, and my knees stopped hurting. I mean, we're talking with one sip. And one more thing. Somebody sent me $20 in PayPal, and I love you because you saved my ass. I was able to pay my rent that month because I was $20 short with because I needed gas to get to my doctor's office, and I had none, and I had no money. It was just a terrible week. So is this a good idea to break up with your girlfriend because you can't afford her? I'm supporting her and myself off of my government pension, and that's not very much. I'm just scraping by, but when she asked me for $350, I just don't have it. And if I had that $350, I could put it in my new car and get the windows tinted, or get some new tires that it desperately needs. Or B, do I suck it up, marry her, and hope for the best? Because I am truly in love with this woman. I'm 52 and she is 28-year-old Filipina, and she's beautiful. I mean, there are two things that I find beautiful in this world: Latinas and Asians. That may sound so bad, but Latinas just have this way about them that are just love them. And a Filipino is a mixture of a Latino and an Asian girl. So, but am I going to be too old by the time I get my ass to the Philippines giving her money every day and not saving anything? I had to give her $100 yesterday. I had $104. Now I have $4 to last me until January 3rd. So I'm being stupid. Back to kratom. I think it worked so fast because I took a couple of days off of it. But I need to figure out what to do between those days off, to get it out of my system a little bit so that it jacks at full capacity again. What are some ideas from you guys? I mean, we're all friends here. You can tell me your secrets. I'll do anything but drink my own pee. That's just not an option for me. Oh, and check out this new Christmas present I got from my mama. I got a new screen dividing my bedroom from my living room, and it's beautiful. I can't wait to move into my permanent apartment. It is going to be so spotless. It's so clean, because I am like the cleanest person in the world. I shower 3 times a day because I'm from Florida, and we sweat a lot in Florida. So we either jump in the pool, jump in the ocean, or jump in the shower 3 times a day. Otherwise, you smell like sweat all day, and it's gross. Or your thighs rub together with sand in between it. Ugh, God, that hurt. I used to bleed between my legs thinking I was having my period or something because the sand and the fat rubbing together would bleed. It was like sandpaper. So I recommend, if you're an avid Kratom user like I am, try to take a couple of days off every once in a while. I'm not taking today off because it's working amazingly. I'm in a good mood. I feel better. I'm gonna clean my apartment today. Try to put away some of my Christmas presents. Have you ever tried to put a fitted sheet on a bed with one hand? I dare you to try it. I dare you. Well, I got a fitted flannel sheet for my bed for Christmas. I got fitted flannel set, or a flannel set of sheets, which I love. It's like sleeping in a comfy flannel wool. So how was all your Christmas? I hope it was wonderful. My subscription rate is still going up a little bit, but not nearly as fast as KRATOM Kingdom was. I think it was the name. So I'm going to try to figure out I don't know how to do it. I used to know how to do it when I was smart, and then I lost half my brain. So it turned out my dad had a massive coronary heart attack. He was driving a school bus. He just dropped off his elementary school students, thank God. And he had an empty bus, and he was cruising along on Kingston Pike in Knoxville, and all of a sudden, like that, his heart stopped, and he fell over on the steering wheel and crashed into 5 parked cars. And can you believe that the drivers of those parked cars, or the owners of those parked cars, are trying to sue my dad's boss because his bus crashed their car? Fucking ridiculous. The man lost his life driving home your kids, and he did it very well. My dad's my hero. And I have another quandary. My sister, when she had my father cremated, she got 4 little urns. Like, one urn is like this big, and it's heavy. I mean, they say that there's some ash of my father in there, but I doubt it, because you can't open it, which is probably a good thing, because I would probably put it in my tea. But every time I look at it, I want to cry, and I don't cry. I just can't. I used to think I was a sociopath because I had no emotions, no empathy, and then I realized I just didn't care because I trained myself since the time I was 6 years old, watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th, and all those slasher movies and all those gory movies where people die. And I was training myself to be hard against death and even think death was cool. Well, I don't think death is cool anymore, especially when it's your pops. So this hat is a Chevy hat. My dad was a Chevy man, and I will wear this hat till the day I die now. I'm not going to cut my hair anymore, even though it looks like this. I'm just going to let it grow under my hat and see what happens. Maybe I can do a Trump comb over. Never. I'll shave my head. So, what do you guys want to know about KRATOM? I'm starting to recycle old ideas, and that's never good. My channel's not going to grow. I need to know some really good topics, and I need your help because you guys are all my friends. Well, a little minor petite mal seizure. Just zoned out. Must mean I need a sip of tea. I like this time. It feels like I'm sitting with you guys drinking tea together, like a coffee club. And I will always love you. I can't sing. I'm a bass player I played bass since I was 14 years old. Now I can't play bass anymore because of my hand, obviously. So I'm thinking about going back to physical therapy because I fell 5 times yesterday. And it's getting to hurt. I'm going to break something. mean, have you ever fallen flat on your back for no reason before? Just standing there, then your leg gives out and you just fall flat on your back. No bueno. That's no good for you non-Spanish speaking people. Muy bueno is good. Good, good. Very good. Tamara, do you speak Spanish? If so, you could correct me on my Spanish because I'm really... I took 4 years of Espanol in Universidad just because my job, I was working with laborers and I had to go and pick them up, and they were usually all illegal Guatemalans, which I love the Guatemalan culture. They're the cutest, sweetest. They used to bring me lunch because I would pick them up in the morning. It was my job to pick them up in the morning. I got paid to do it, and they would just make me a lunch. But their lunches were cool. It was these little tiny corn tortillas with chicken added to it. And we would all sit down and they would make my Spanish. And the funny part is I was so conversational with them that I could understand them and they could understand me, that when I was going back to my Spanish class at night, my professor called me to her desk and she's like, or my la profesora, and she said, Chris, are you working with Guatemalans? And I'm like, yes. And she's like, stop talking to them. They're really screwing up your Spanish. She's like, it's like a British guy, or it's like somebody with perfect English from the north coming down and talking to somebody from Tennessee. It's just, you're getting slangs, you're getting cuss words, and you don't even notice it. Scheiße, I was embarrassed. But I cared about my Guatemalans more than I cared about my Spanish. So I continued to speak with them because it brought us together. I mean, I got to learn their culture and they got to learn my privileged white boy culture, which I was never really privileged. I've always been poor. I hope you guys are having an amazing holiday and stay safe. Don't drink and drive on New Year's if you can. Please don't drink and drive. My aunt died drinking and driving, and I don't want to lose any of you guys. So please be safe. Don't drink too much. Have a little fun, but don't drink too much. Father Christopher is talking. Alright, I love you guys. Peace out.